Hello there and welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm going to be setting up my planner for the week of October 24th through October 30th. And these are the stickers I'll be using for the previous week. So I'm going to set that aside. And then I'm going to be using this washi tape for this week, as well as my trusty Pentel brush sign pen in the color black. I've got this is going to be my primary color, I think, which is my Morbula Plume 2 in brownish gray. And then just as backups, I'm not entirely sure quite yet, but it'll maybe come to me, is the Zebra Mild Liners in the color dark gray and the color gray. So, and to start things off, I'm going to write in the days of the week here. I might even just stick with this particular one. With this particular color. Let me get you zoomed in a little bit more. Okay, now we're all set up. And I think I'm gonna try some like bubble type letter. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I really like how that turned out, and I really like how it turned out, and I can't decide if I should outline it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna outline it. And for that, I'm actually gonna use my what brand is this? Kurutaki, I think? Yeah. Zig Clean Color Dot marker in black, and I'm actually gonna be using the little tip here to do the outlining. Oh, that looks terrible. So, from far away, I really like how it turned out. And if you've seen the movie Clueless, then you'll know this reference, but it's kind of like a Monet. So just don't look too closely at it, especially my E's just look horrifying, which I guess is appropriate, right? Because Halloween is coming up. All right, so then let's do the washi tape next, because there should be no way I can mess that up, right? One would hope. All right, and next thing is I'm going to do my highlighting so I can write the word meals. And then I'm gonna let that dry, and in the meantime I'm going to do my little sidebar, which I actually really enjoyed how I did it last time. As instead of making my boxes first, I did the writing first. So I'm gonna do that next. So if this is your first time watching my videos, welcome. And this little, I don't know what you call it, like a little goals bar, is basically something for me to keep track of things like I want to do more of, and in a sense it's kind of like, yes, I did that thing, or no, I did that thing. The one difference from previous videos is this, where it's my right thigh, left thigh, right butt, left butt. I have to give myself these shots. To be honest, I'm really sick of them right now, but I have to keep going. And so that I don't continue giving myself these shots in the same spot every day or whatever, and just, it's like yet another thing for me to remember. This is a new addition so that I could keep track of that, whereas I was kind of writing it up, you can't see, up right there, but the check mark is just so much easier. I did it too for the previous week, just for a couple of days. I couldn't remember before that, or even had the thought to keep track of that. So yeah, giving myself a shot in the butt is not easy, let me tell you. All right, and then I have my meal planning for the week, so hopefully we can follow through on that for the most part. And in keeping with kind of like the bubble theme, I'm gonna be writing the word meals, hopefully in a similar font, unless I royally mess it up, which, knowing me, already happened. So the embryo transfer went well. They don't put you under for that, or at least they didn't for me. But I did take a Valium because it is pretty uncomfortable, but not painful. And then afterward, I was a little bit disappointed because, and I didn't know this, but the doctor said everything looked good and hopefully, you know, we get a successful pregnancy. He said 50 to 60% chance. I'm like, wait, what? 50 to 60%? Oh my gosh. That, I guess those statistics to me were a bit of a shocker, but I was also a little drunk on Valium, so I've made my peace with it. And the shots, have to go in my muscle. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, and I think one viewer suggested asking if I could use an ice cube to kind of numb the area. They said no, because the stuff that gets injected is an oil. It needs to, ice would make it like a little bit more thicker, or yeah, like give it a higher viscosity, so it needs to be room temperature as it enters the muscle, so, which is fine. It actually hasn't been too bad, except for today. I did have to stab myself twice because the first time just kind of hurt a lot. Anyway, enough complaining. I think that is all I have for this week, for the setup for this week. And I actually really like it. I really like this brownish gray color with a black color. I feel like when you see black, it's typically like with anything that's gray, but I really, really love how it's a little bit brownish undertone to that. And I did forget one thing, and that is writing breakfast, lunch, dinner. And if anybody's curious, I could make a video about my IVF journey. It's definitely something that's going on in my life right now that is quite significant. And in spite of that, in spite of my complaints and my, I don't know, concerns or whatever you want to call it, nonetheless, I'm hopeful, optimistic, and really just quite excited to the prospect of potentially being a parent. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I'm always forgetting one more thing, right? And that is up here. All right, cool. Now I think I'm done, I'm pretty sure, for this week. So let's go ahead and get started with the previous week and doing some decorating. Forgot to pull out the markers for this, but let's go ahead and pull out the stickers. Okay, so for highlighting the points of this week, I'm gonna use my Marvila Plume 2 in the color Pumpkin, which is the one I used throughout the spread, but I'm also going to be using this Zebra Mild Liner, and I believe the color is Olive. And then I chose that color because there is some green throughout the little kitties, pumpkins. I don't know what they are, but they're really dang cute, and I hope I can fit this guy here or somewhere. It's pretty big, but I love it. So yeah, let's go ahead first do some highlighting, and I think I will use this one for the majority of stuff, the majority of the days. I can talk sometimes. So this past weekend we spent some time in Nogales, which is a town right on the border of on the border of Walmart, on the border of Mexico and the US. And it was beautiful weather Sunday morning. I just could not get over what a beautiful morning it was. So when we went and got Starbucks, we decided to go for a little drive around town through areas like I hadn't really been before, even though I lived there and have visited there many times. I already messed up. All right, I'm gonna skip the rest of the day there. Yeah, so we went for a little drive around town because there was no traffic. It was amazing. And it was just, and I mean, it's a small town, so it kind of makes sense that there wasn't that much traffic. Okay, almost did the thing again. And then when we got back home, I was like, let's not sit inside. It's too nice weather, or the weather's just too nice for it. And it was just like perfect amount of clouds and perfect amount of sunniness that, and then the breeze was just like cool. It was just like, I don't know, I couldn't have asked for a better day. Typically you don't get days like that in Tucson, at least not too often. I grew up there in Nogales, I think for about 9 or 10 years. And then I moved to Tucson. But it was really nice, and my grandma, I think, just absolutely loved all the attention that she was getting. And one of my great aunts came and visited her, because in the past, historically, my grandma and my great aunts haven't gotten along. And it was nice. It was nice that they were getting along, and I mean, at this point, these ladies are too old to be holding on to grudges or acting like jerks to each other, you know? And then my grandma was funny. I think she wanted some wine, or she got some wine, but she like never really drinks. All right, so for driving to and from Nogales, I'm gonna use these cars. I believe these are from Sweet Kawaii Designs. I got these a long time ago. This is an old sticker from a closed shop. I know I dusted one of these days. There we go. For laundry, another sticker from an old shop. I'm going to use this little shopping basket, which is nearly impossible to see, for Trader Joe's. This one came from a Happy Planner sticker book. Oh, and I'm gonna use this little sushi roll. I'm thinking this might have been either Sweet Kawaii Designs or Oh Hello. Oh Hello Company, something like that. My husband, he's so funny. He's like, do we have any plans for dinner tonight? And I said no, like I was just gonna maybe do this, but nothing really concrete. He's like, well, this might be the last time you get sushi for a while. If you want to go get sushi tonight, I'm like, hell yeah. I'm gonna use this little sticker from Function of Beauty that I talked to my friend on this day, and then I'm gonna use some bubbles in that I washed my hair. Let's see, I washed my hair that day and this day. I also saw this little one from Function of Beauty. It kind of looks like, it's a little blurry, so it's a little hard to tell, but it looks like it has sleepy eyes. When I showed up to my appointment for the embryo transfer, like I said, I was kind of like drunk. I had fallen asleep in the car. I woke up and I was just like, I don't want to wake up kind of thing, but whatever. And I guess I was a little entertaining for the staff there, which I'm okay with, because honestly, making people laugh is something that brings me happiness, because to me, laughter is the best cure for anything. Well, for the most part. I'm gonna use this guy for making dinner this day. So how was your week? I always like to kind of ask. Mostly, you know, it's kind of nice to get that prompt in your head to kind of assess, see like, hey, my week was good, or my week could have been better, could have been XYZ, but at the end of the day, it's like, how do we make the week better, you know? I'm gonna use this one from Paper Bits Co. that I watered plants on Friday, I think. Honestly, had a hard time remembering when I did that, and I didn't write it down. All right, I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place. So I was talking about, or asking how your week was last week, and been talking a little bit about mine. I feel like just this month in general has been so busy. Like, I haven't had a chance to do like my goal setup kind of thing. I'm gonna use this one from Coffee Monsters Co. Yeah, I feel like I just haven't had a chance to like do any of the embroidery that I had wanted to do. So honestly, I've just kind of given up on that for this month. And potentially in general, but I've got some thinking or reflecting on that, so that will be discussed in an upcoming video for my November monthly setup. And then this one is also from Coffee Monsters Co. We went to Home Goods. I was really feeling like fall vibes on Wednesday, and looking around the house, I had a lot of like springtime stuff because those are just like colors I'm really attracted to. So I wanted to go to Home Goods, see if they had anything that were fall related, and basically just got some kitchen towels. This one is from Nightingale Paper Co. And that's cute, 2 little Winstons in a row. Going to use this one from Paper Bits Co. that I was editing also here. Yeah, it was kind of like a busy day. We went to Costco. We actually got a substantial amount of things. I told my husband, like, I don't want to be going to Costco during this season because it's just like way too hectic, and I don't like being around like big crowds of people that are single-mindedly like trying to get their shit done. And you know, I can't blame them. I can only control what I do, and I would rather, you know, control going before it really starts ramping up. So anyway, we stocked up on just kind of like some of the essentials that we use a lot from Costco, like dog food, oat milk, got some bread. It was a really quick trip. Oh, I got some berries that I use for my shakes. Got a bunch of bags of those. So it was a surprisingly really quick trip. We use this pizza box that we had pizza on Sunday. It cracks me up. So like in Nogales, I don't know if there's a Domino's, there might be, but there's a Peter Piper, and there's a bunch of us at the house, and practically everybody, I'm like, we're gonna go get pizza, and everybody kept asking, oh, from where? It's like the one place we always get pizza from, Pizza Hut. I just found it very amusing that I'm like, why is everybody asking where I'm getting pizza from? Okay, so that sushi sticker, here's some more of it. So definitely from Oh Hello Stationery. And Coffee Monsters Co. for Starbucks. Got this one from Coffee Monsters Co. that we had Taco Bell. So yeah, we didn't meal plan last week, and as you can see, it led to a lot of eating of processed foods and fast foods and things like that. So this week so far is going a little bit better. And then last week, for 2 days in a row, had trouble sleeping again with my husband. Actually, I can't blame my husband for both nights. Okay, so for this night, when I went to the bathroom, and we have this little clock in the bathroom on the counter, and as I looked at it, I was thinking it said like 5 minutes till 5, so 4:55. And the whole time I'm thinking like, there's no way it can be 4:55. I feel like I've barely gotten any sleep. I'm super tired. Like, come on, don't let it be 4:55. And I, you know, double checked, and yeah, like I convinced myself that it was 4:55. And having, you know, realized that I'm like, okay, well, if I go back to bed, I can still get a few more minutes of sleep because the alarm goes off at 5, and that clock is a little fast. So I figured, okay, well, I got 10 more minutes of sleep before the alarm sounds, since the clock says it's 4:55, which means it's 4:45. But it was just funny because I kept telling myself, like, there's no way I'm that sleepy. Like I feel like I haven't gotten any sleep. Anyway, I get back into bed, 10 minutes goes by, and I suddenly like jolt myself awake, like, oh my god, I missed my alarm. The alarm didn't sound. Like, why didn't it go off? It's because it wasn't 4:55, it was actually 12:25. And after that, I just had a hard time going back to sleep. My husband rolled over and he started breathing very loudly, which at the end of the day, it's like, I can't be mad at him for breathing. Like, he has to breathe. But that was making it more difficult for me to fall asleep. So I just basically stayed awake for quite some time. And these last two stickers, the little burger and the ice cream cone, those came from, I want to say it was either Midori or, yeah, I think it's Midori, like planner stickers. They're really teeny tiny, which is kind of nice, especially if you are working in the A6 planner size, that they are so tiny and very, very cute. I got them from Jet Pens. So yeah, have you ever convinced yourself that the wrong thing was the right thing? Because I did that and it cost me about 2.5 hours of sleep. All right, I'm gonna use this one from Paper Bits Co. that I painted my nails on this day. This one's from Coffee Monsters Co. for journaling. Got this one from Paper Bits Co. for filming. So I'm gonna use this one from Brianna Nicole Designs that I took a nap. I took lots of naps. Oh, sleep has been such a challenge, except these last 2 nights, so I hope I didn't curse myself because, you know, it's like I'm bragging about it now. I'm going to use these from Oh Hello Stationery. I did good last week, I think. So I feel like I've been doing pretty good with working out, except after the transfer, they said no strenuous activities, so I've had to put the workouts on pause, but starting tomorrow, I can get back into the swing of things, so I'm really looking forward to that. But part of me is also a little bit cautious, kind of feeling like maybe I should give it another day, maybe I should give it a whole week. But they are saying 5 days is good, and tomorrow would be day 6. All right, and I think I'm gonna use one of these stickers from Coffee Monsters Co. for my grandma's birthday. We went to Trader Joe's after we dropped off my dog with the in-laws. We went to Trader Joe's to get flowers because they have very good flowers. And I went a little bit ham, actually. Oh, there's not a big version of this? Okay. I went a little bit ham with the flowers and I got a lot, and the woman checking me out said, this is a lot of flowers, like what's going on? And I told her, well, it's my grandma's 90th birthday and she absolutely loves flowers, so I figured, you know, let's deck the house in some flowers. And when I got to Nogales, everybody's like, you may have overdone it with flowers. Luckily there were enough vases, and my husband helped me arrange them all, but I think my grandma appreciated all the pretty flowers as well. And she got to supervise because that is how my grandma functions. She likes to supervise. All right, so let's go ahead and use these little stickers as deco. And basically I'm just gonna use them where I have some blank spaces. Oh, this little pumpkin guy is cute. I'm gonna use it right here. Okay, let me try the giant sticker. These are really pretty stickers too. They have gold foiling. So like on this giant one, the foiling is on the bricks so that the bricks kind of stand out a little bit. Okay, this sticker goes like this, so I'm just gonna do that. Not much space. Yeah, last week was just busy, and then my cousin and my mom drove back to Tucson on Saturday night so that my cousin could make his flight out back to Seattle early Sunday morning. So they spent the night here. So Saturday or Friday made sure that like the guest bedroom was good to go for him, that the sheets were nice and clean. And we were watching Handmaid's Tale on Friday, and I just get so like, I get so much anxiety around certain shows or certain parts that I couldn't do anything except like do chores, so I started to dust. These stickers are super cute, but I think I'm actually gonna call it a day on the amount of stickers because, like I said, it was a very busy week, and I like how it looks. All right, and I hope you guys all have a beautiful week this week. If you are interested in me making a video about my IVF journey, just leave me a comment down below and I can definitely do that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I hope you all, I already said, have a beautiful week, but I really, really do, especially as Halloween approaches and November rolls around. I will see you in the next video. Bye.